right, here we go, y'all. Just saw Peel send this on Facebook. We got a video queued up for you too. But we doing a reaction video today. Boosie's reaction to bad business in the Rock. Let us know in the comments. You think it was bad business, or do you think he could have took some accountability in that itself? So y'all want to watch the video first?
Either or. Either or is
Yeah, we
fine.
watch the video first. Let's watch the video first. Okay. Oh, there you go.
Shanking promoters last night. Dude named Show, promoter named Show. Nigga, shit show.
Excuse the language too.
Ran out with my back end, bro. Another little dude named Jay, he was supposed to pay me something. He ain't come through. I had my kids out there on Father's Day. Shit almost turned bad, bro. I wouldn't go even come to Little Rock no more, but I ain't gonna do Little Rock like that, bro. Just bad business. If these dudes got anything going on, don't support it, bro. If you a rapper, don't fuck with these dudes, bro. Just bad business. You got one dude that was involved, Pay Production. This man just came stood on business and paid me most of my back end. The dude I'm finna post right now just stood on business, bro, and paid me most of my back end. You know, I want to salute you for that, dog, because you was the least involved from what I saw, bro. So, yeah, y'all other ones, I'm finna post y'all on Instagram and Facebook. Name y'all the Arkansas 7. The scammers, the Arkansas 7. But Pay Productions, you good with me, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
Real talk.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So we got the reaction. Can y'all see that? I've been
Yeah.
working on slide size. Okay, cool. Oh boy, that's pretty crazy.
Man.
All right. Said Boosie. He said bad business or bad promoters. He said he claims the promoters ran off with the back end. Now, people looking at this video, somebody put a video said he bashed the city, or did he bash the promoters?
He bashed the
From
city.
this video, it sounded like he bashed the promoters for me.
I mean, it was the other video before that.
Oh, he did?
Where it was
Oh,
a
okay.
little bit more city orientated. But I understand. I feel him. You know what I mean? You just kind of shoot at everybody when you don't get your money. You know what I mean? In the moment. He seemed a little calmer in that video. He kind of like, relaxed and see who really did him wrong. And he named names. I was surprised he named names the people who did him right and the people who did him wrong. You know what I mean? This video we just saw, I don't think he was shooting at the city. You know what I mean? He was shooting at these particular people.
Look, people don't realize when somebody shorts you 10K, however much.
It was more than 10K.
I'm just giving an example. I'm just saying for regular people, everyday people, in Southwest or Southside, 10K is a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, from anybody that shorts you. If you don't even want to get short $100, but talking about 10K, I mean, more than 10K plus, yeah, you're going to be pretty mad, you know what I'm saying. If you go to Dallas, somebody shorts you 10K, you probably going to talk bad about Dallas. Most people gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? Then you probably gonna cool down, then like say make the second video. It's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying?
The thing is the time, right? This is a successful man. His time is money. So he made the travel down here on Father's Day.
Right.
That's holiday time, basically. So that's double time.
Man.
He had his family with him and some of his kids. You know what I mean? So when you waste somebody's time, they're coming here to do a job and they're coming here for their money and they're spending their time to be here. So you gotta respect that.
That's true.
Yeah. And it's also a learning lesson too. You know, them promoters are them 7 that he's talking about, they wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'd be mad too. But the city itself, they just mad because you basically you put poo on the whole city, and which it ain't the whole city, because a lot of people got love for you down here. Everybody can't come down here and put on a show like that and still get love. And you performing songs from like '08, you know what I'm saying? '04. That's
And
just
people
that's
gonna show
it's
up for him.
you
It's
know what
just
I'm
like
saying?
when we talk about the thinking part of it, man. We just like say when you get shorted a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
It get crazy, man. You start flying off on anybody. It don't even.
Yeah,
You start flying off on
man.
everybody.
You have
Anybody
the
can get
emotional
it at that
reaction.
point.
It's justified as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, and that's why I said on my post, I was like, I understand you being mad about the bag. But what the city is mad about? No, put their name on. I understand the street stuff, whoop de whoop, whatever. But
yeah.
it's like once you put a stain on the city, then that's when it became a problem. Like we really rock with you, but
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, but you
Now,
know what I mean.
go
When
ahead.
you bring artists that have a national platform
hmm
or a national or on the national stage, you know what I mean. You bring them down there, down here. You represent us. You know what I mean. Even
hmm
if it's a select few of people, make the city look a certain way when you do that
Yeah,
to a national artist. And
yeah,
artists, they're in the network. You know, they talk to each other. You know,
hmm
so
yeah,
we don't want the bad reputation because not even 1% of Little Rock did that to him. It's less than 1% of the people
mm
yeah,
are now representing us through promotions and things like that. And I don't know what
yeah,
happened. I give everybody grace. People make mistakes,
hmm
promise things they can't come through on. I don't know these other particular people. I don't know. I didn't see the
So,
contract. I don't know their obligations.
right.
I don't know what they did and didn't do. I'm sitting on the sideline, you know what I mean, looking at a professional who's done thousands of shows
hmm
yeah.
on a worldwide level. Say he wasn't paid his due.
Yeah.
So here's the thing too. I'm gonna ask these questions. Then I'm gonna tell you about a live I saw too. It's like, how did this supposed to be handled? Like taking the risk and it's not working out, and who takes the hit for the fall or for the fail of it? Who take the hit?
Like,
Because he
uh,
said one of them stood on business. He said, was it
yeah.
Tay Tay? I think
Hey
he said he
man,
stood on business.
And I
the
respect him for that.
Yeah.
artists
Give him props.
artists depend on that back end because the back end, the front end might be low,
Mm-hmm.
which for people that don't, for those that don't understand, the front end is what you get paid just to even
That's a
come through.
deposit. That's a
Yeah,
deposit, right? Yeah.
yeah, is what you get paid to come through. The back end is what most of the money's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on a show.
That's the
I'm going
ticket
to
sales. That's what they work for the
everything.
back end, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and with it, even with it being Father's Day, whoop de whoop, whatever. As a promoter and a person with that bag, you gotta make sure it's enough to cover it, even if you have to take a somewhat of a loss. You gotta have that money already there.
Right.
That's what it is. You can't
All right.
invest in something. You can't invest in
Yeah.
something that if you ain't got the money, you just depend on. Okay, I made an investment. I made an investment,
Yeah.
hoping I get it back. But no, you got to already have it there, just in case you might have to take a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's an investment, you know what I mean? If it pay off, you know what I mean? Or if it don't, you know what I mean? Your
Yeah.
reputation is at stake. And your
They,
reputation is your money as
yep.
well. So you got to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I saw a lawyer, Jimmy Moore. Shout out to Jimmy Moore Jr. He was on Facebook. He just did a
Mm-hmm.
live probably not too long ago. But he was saying like who has 80K laying around, and he was saying that how that business works is they kind of scrounge up the money, and
Mm-hmm.
then like you say, to hope the back end come through so you can pay the rest.
Mm-hmm.
So the thinking game part of it, I don't know nothing about it either, but I'm saying just off of intellect, most rappers do these kind of deals because it's mostly cash.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the risk is they could stunt you on the back end because it's a cash deal versus if you did a show like the arena or something, they probably wire your money to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you dealing with, the club in the hood, in the city or whatever,
Yeah.
they supposed to give you the 5, 10s, and 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it
I'm talking about
and
straight cash.
and that's why I was when I sit down and think about it, I was like, it was bad on the promoter part because I'm like, why would you even book Boosie on a Sunday anyway?
Well,
Any
kind of a lot of shows do that though. They kind of do it on a
no,
Sunday though.
this this
They
this
don't.
ain't this ain't no San Antonio or Houston or something like that. This is Little Rock. Most people getting ready to go to work on Monday.
Yeah, the weekend be dying down. You know what I
Yeah,
mean on Sunday.
and
And
it was hot. It was just slap hot.
and that goes to our next question. Is it to finance an event now?
No, and I'll be
Well,
honest with you.
people always gonna spend more on they wants than they need.
Yes,
That's all.
exactly.
But see, it seems like now from what I see in Southwest, it seems like people are spending more money on their needs though
No,
than
they
their
spend on
wants.
It's
wants.
never like that. No
It's
matter
No.
spend
how
on
the
wants.
struggling people are gonna spend on their wants more than
Yeah,
their needs.
like they.
Like people will buy a new pair of shoes before they pay their rent, and that's just
Oh,
the
That's
nature
true.
of people on all like every color, the rainbow
yeah.
of people.
But I'm saying how many people can't even afford right now to go to. I'm just saying that. I understand what you're saying with
No,
that. I
that's what
get
I'm
it.
saying. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't afford this, but they gonna be there with some $300 shoes on. Again, I can tell you that if in this even in this climate, people are gonna overspend and things like that. Um,
Yeah.
and you gotta like it's like being in sales. Being a performer, hey, you got to go out there. You may be promised some small on the front end, but you're gonna go out there, work your magic, build your reputation with the
Yeah.
city, and get that money on the back end because you're gonna put on that type of show. And it's like anything, you invest something small, you're hoping for a large return. You invest your time and your money, flying out or whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you get your money back in the end. And like in business and in entertainment, it ain't a guarantee the deal gonna
Right.
work
That
out.
one, yeah, for sure. Cause I'm pretty sure, like say back, 5, 10 years ago, doing shows was man, it probably was like a gold mine. Especially if you had hits and stuff. Probably
Mhm.
was a gold mine. Now I'm pretty. I don't know. To me, it seems like it's a little tough for people not going out like they used to. It not
No,
getting the drones. You know what I'm saying? I
no.
don't know that.
No,
People
I mean,
still.
I just like, man, think we're not just in that scene where we're going
That's
out
true. That's true. I'm
We're
further
we
back
not.
don't
up.
like
Not that
really
scene. Yeah.
see stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because we're removed
We're
from
not.
it, and COVID really made everybody slow down a lot. But it's kind of picking back up. And then we always
That's
say
true.
how bad the economy is. Losers gonna lose, and winners gonna always win. It's
Yeah.
a lot of people still making six figures. A lot of
Yeah.
millionaires,
That's
even though
true.
the economy is so bad.
Yeah.
It's still
Millionaire's
people
not
out
going to
here
that
getting
show though.
it.
Millionaire's
It's,
not going out like that though.
and when I say and when you say we're not, I'm you talking about like the 40 plus old.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean?
Everybody
So
still go out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody still go
I
out
was
and
just talking about the
still.
community as a whole. That's all I was saying. Just the
and then
community
Yeah.
as a
like
whole.
and we still talking about
Cause I
these
see
people
when
are
I'm riding
still
around, I see more people at like McDonald's and like fast food restaurants. It's
Mhm.
almost like they crowded all day now.
Yeah.
Versus back then, it wasn't. It seemed like people are spending more money on food than ever. You know what I'm saying? Than they
Yeah.
do actually cooking.
Yeah. But
But
you
that's
know,
just what I see. Maybe I may be off on that, but that's
yeah,
what I
and
can see.
people, man, people are still splurging on stuff they don't need. People still buying cars.
yeah.
A lot of
Man,
people are still up. A lot of people are
yeah,
still up because everything is more expensive. Somebody's got to be buying it. And guess what? People always talking about millionaires don't go to the club. Millionaires don't do this. Millionaires don't push the economy.
they don't.
The
That's what I'm
brokest
saying. They
people,
don't.
the
Yes.
brokest people in the world
Keep it
keep Walmart in the billions.
because
And that's what I'm saying. Walmart and food places. That's why I see. It's like they getting a lot of the money right now. And gas stations. That's what I'm saying. That's
and,
all I'm saying. Like,
I'm speaking for us broke people. Man, you still gotta feel good to at least, while you out here working this job and stuff, even though it's not paying the best, you still gotta feel good about it. Cause Some people even come from the trenches, even worse than our situation. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
And that's from a thinking game standpoint, that's something that I had to reprogram myself on in my
Of
brain.
course,
Is that
of course, and that's why you're
and
on the
I'm just putting
platform.
it out there. I'm just putting it out there. Just if somebody's saying like what Peel's saying, I get what he's saying, and I had to reprogram myself. You feel good now, but it's gonna suck later. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like that's what you go through that cycle. It's like
Yeah,
how do you break that cycle? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
man.
saying.
But
Yeah.
and that and I completely agree with both of you. I really I agree with Peel. The broke people are more likely to indulge in an activity that can be an escape. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Hopefully,
Yeah.
drugs or alcohol or
Yeah.
something that can detrimentally affect their life long term. But they
and
Yeah.
need to feel alive. They need to feel like they're working for something,
something,
even
yeah,
if it's just for one night.
for
Saturday
one.
night's gonna be my night. It's payday. Friday night, I just got paid, and you just want to feel like a person and not slave to your bills and things like that.
Yeah,
Of course, you want to grow and invest and do all these other things and build your skill set,
But
but
right. But
work.
okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to kind of rest and put that down for a minute.
hmm,
You don't want to say, I'm going to be happy when I finish school. I'm going to be happy
yeah,
when I get the promotion. I'm going to be happy when my investments kick in. So you're going to wait to be happy? Can I have a
yeah,
little moment in between time, live
yeah,
life, make some memories, take my kids to the park,
yeah,
get them something for Christmas? You got to live in between. You got to live while you be.
yeah. And like the preachers always say, it's that little dash in between. Like
Yeah,
that
but
that
living in between and making crazy decisions, two different things. We can agree on that, right?
yes.
And
Oh
I
yeah,
guess it's
yeah. I
based on the
mean,
No,
person. It's based on the person. Because taking the
yeah,
kids to the park don't cost nothing. Maybe just gas in your car.
yeah.
But spending $50 at the club and they could have went to like something that could
Hey,
have
we
contributed. That's
we
all
I
I'm
go
mean,
saying.
there's always something better you can do with your time,
and
That's all
money
I'm saying.
and money,
but
but
you can do that
Yeah, for
every
sure.
time. Like,
Yeah,
do I go to sleep tonight or
huh,
do I work an extra shift? Extra shift give you more money, but going to sleep have you rested for your job in school. You need rested just
right.
as much. So which one is more profitable?
Oh
It's
yeah, for
always
sure.
a better decision you can make.
I tell myself to do I want a manual labor job and have to work overtime 15, 20 hours, or do I want to get
but
a job where I make the same amount of money but I only work 8 hours?
but
I mean, yes, you
and
would choose
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
and that's one of the things I be wanting people to understand. It's always gonna have to be a balance, regardless of how we think
Yes.
or whatever. It's
Yes.
always gonna have. It's called like everybody can come up eventually, but in the meantime, you have to do what is best for you also. But we straying away from what really matters. It's like shit. It's like if somebody with a major platform shit on the whole Little Rock, no, no, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. We don't care who you are. What you're not gonna do is disrespect.
So that's
Look,
the next slide.
look,
Was Boosie bogus for making the video?
Little Rock. No, he didn't make the video. They recorded him, which is even better because it's like no, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. We ain't mad about you feeling that way. We just mad because not only did you shit on Arkansas, no, not only did you shit on Little Rock, you shitting on Arkansas. Period. Which is a nice it's a nice income that you have received every year since oh 06 0406, and I'm gonna be perfect honest because I fussed with Boosie since 0406. Man, Boosie always come through here, but that one time, man, don't you shit on us like that. They booked with me 3 weekends in a row.
Hey
Man, come
man,
on.
I don't know. It's money crazy, bro. When money get involved, things get crazy, man. People forget about
Yeah.
ethics. They forget about They forget about the history when money get involved, man. People
Yeah.
get killed over money, man. So
But I think it's
yeah,
consequences for your actions both ways.
yeah,
You
for
know,
sure, 100%,
you
100%.
know, you know, Boosie says something about a city or about a state, alienates the people. There's consequences losing, that strong loyal fan base. So it's consequences to him, or ruffling a couple of feathers, and then it's consequences for the promoters. You bring that kind of shameful light to the city when you
Yeah.
don't do what you say you're going to do. It's consequences to this. You
Yeah.
don't. What is he supposed to tuck his tail between his legs and
Mm-mm.
apologize to the
So
No.
see,
city
here's the
for?
No.
thing: when dude, we all three of us know this. We grew up around in the hood. When dudes they're slick and they they shiesty, they don't care nothing about what we talking about. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about them at that point in the moment. You know
But
what? I know I was supposed to give you 50K on the 15K on the back end on my part, but I'm not giving it to you. I'm out. I'll catch you later. It ain't even gonna say that. They just gone. What happened to Mike? Man, Mike slid out the back door. He gone. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about reputation. They don't care nothing about none of it.
yeah,
All
and
they do is
Well,
just get over on people. It's a listen,
you don't have
huh?
prolonged business like that. That's a good one
But that's the
hit
thing. A lot of
thing.
times they do. A lot of times they do. A lot of
the,
because they good at selling dreams. They good at selling you the magic beans to the next person. Dude, if
the
I say these
the
magic
one
beans, is a beanstalk
look
gonna grow. You know what I'm saying?
look you can take your little first leg,
I'm
but
with you,
after that your name it is shit right now.
man.
Yeah, I
Peel,
Period.
mean, and that's
please,
what no,
please,
but
Peel, Peel,
that's what
please,
selling
please.
drugs to anything. Man,
Ease
you
up,
get the
Peel.
reputation because reputation is everything. You get the reputation of being a snitch, you working for the police, you stealing, you ripping people off.
It's
Uh,
over.
Right.
It's over. It's
But
over.
what I'm saying, how many people do we know growing up? They had their reputation, but they still operated in the same realm, though.
No, they
People still
no
was fooling with them.
not
no.
long. I only
And you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Snitching
well,
used
I
to be
mean,
a really
look,
bad thing.
no, like,
Snitching used to be a really bad thing, but now it seems like it's starting to be accepted now.
but you
No,
said
no.
how many people I knew back in the day.
I'm talking about now we're not friends with them. I'm just saying you
I
just
mean, no,
knew
no.
them
I said,
just
I
like
mean,
you
you
see them
said,
from afar.
like, I said that, I knew, I just knew some people, ripped some people off and really got away clean. Was gone. You know what I mean? They moved to Texas. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I see them on Facebook every now and then for
I
some
mean, it's
stuff
some
they did,
yeah,
oh 05. You know what I mean? They ain't
yeah,
doing the same stuff in the same area. They had to move
yeah,
around. So
Yeah.
for sure.
Snitch and the one thing what people gotta understand, snitching only applies when you are in the streets like that.
you got to be in the
You
game. I
you
mean, look.
got to
Yeah,
be in the
If
game.
somebody
That's
robbed your
yeah.
grandma's house and you call the
yeah,
police and say Ray robbed my grandma's house, Ray robbed your
But if
grandma's
you're in the
house.
game,
You
but
know
if
yeah.
what
you're
I
in the,
mean?
but that's the
If
thing
you
is,
in the
but there's a
game,
lot of times
Ray
dudes acting
robbed your
like they in the
grandma's house.
game. They not in the game though. That's what I'm
You know
saying
what I
though.
mean?
A lot of times dudes act like they in the game. We grew up with
No.
a lot of kids that wasn't in the game, but they was big on snitching though.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying
that
exactly.
they just informants at that point.
Yeah,
They're
I
not.
mean,
Yeah.
it's like acting like you in it. Like I can snitch on y'all because we did the stuff together. We in the game.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
tell on y'all we did it together, I'm
When we
definitely snitching because I
yeah,
know
Yeah.
y'all
you
we did it
arson.
together. I was in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
This
know what
is
I mean?
when when you a part of it, or when you a part of it, or you in the game and you know that this person doing it. Well, I just get
I
him
guess
to
what I'm I guess
drop
what I'm
on it.
I guess what I'm saying is you growing up in the South Side Peel,
Yeah,
or we going to South was like it's like Debo. You remember Debo on Friday?
yeah.
It be dudes like that. They they get over on people and do it, and they still walk around. Don't nobody mess with them because they don't feel like dealing with what come with it. That's all I'm saying. It's people
But
like that in
nah,
real
but it
life. You know what I'm
that
saying?
yeah, but those are suckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are
But
suckers.
ain't nobody gonna say that to their face. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
gonna say it to them. But
Yeah,
shit.
but
everybody know
man,
that.
we grew up in the '90s, so that guns started to play a part in that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You're
for
not
sure.
like like I'm a fighter myself. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? How many bullets can really Debo take?
Cause here's the
Mm-hmm.
thing, right? The promoters who ran off like that,
Mm-hmm.
who's to say that another performer gonna come will even know about
Nobody.
this like in a couple of months from
Listen,
now? You see what I'm
But
saying?
that's the
And
thing.
they
When
get
you
done
burn
again.
somebody like Boosie, everybody
yeah,
sees.
right. He
But
been
it goes on. But in another 2 months, they'll probably burn somebody else because it
no.
dies. There's so much social media.
Listen,
Everything passes. I'm trying to tell
no,
you,
it
man. Okay.
not here in Little Rock. Other
Okay.
places,
Like
other places.
some stuff stands, some stuff like a little bitty stuff. Somebody got for $200. You know what I mean? That dude who play underground rap. You know what I mean? Blah blah. Blah. He got like maybe 1,000 followers. If you burn him, okay. You know what I mean? Nobody they'll forget about that. But you know what I mean? You burn somebody like Boosie, it's a different story about
It's
Man, in
that.
social media,
hey,
it seems like everything get forgotten in about 3 or 4 days.
no,
It'll be
no.
something else that happen that's
That's
gonna hot. It's gonna be flipping the streets upside down. Something else
it's
gonna happen.
it's not
I mean,
going down like I'm telling you, it's not going down
something
like
else
that
is going to
around
be
here.
on the forefront, but
It's
they
not.
still gonna remember this happened.
Cause then they do that to
Yeah.
Tank. Then they do that to Tank, right? Then they do the same thing to Tank.
It wasn't the
Not the
same
not the not
promoter.
the same promoters, but I'm saying, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
and that's
and that's what
and
he talking about.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
People
Man,
remember Tank. You know what I mean? If
they
and
Yeah.
that promoter, you know what I mean.
nigga, if
So
y'all do Boosie like that, and he been coming here since '04, the rest of them they don't stand a chance. And then that's why I say
Right.
it's putting a bad stigma on the real
And
promoters that really put something together and take their time, and people won't show up because why? People like that, the people them the Arkansas Seven that
Arkansas 7.
give Lil Rock a bad name. I'm like
And,
everybody
and
know,
it's like we talked about on the sports the other day, right? We talked about respect. It don't get no more respect than Boosie, right?
man. If y'all
And
do
they
that to
still
Boosie,
disrespected her. And they still, that's what I'm saying.
y'all
We
say
talking about
that.
people be getting killed over respect. Some people
Uh,
take that so serious
and
respect,
that's
but
that's what I was trying to tell you. I
but
said, man,
he not gonna go to jail. Right
no,
now
he
he
ain't gonna
kinda
go
under
to
some heat
jail.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he under some heat right
Yeah,
now.
but you,
With the
hey,
feds, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
some
but
stuff, man, yeah.
but what he
it,
did, publicly on social media, that's a
yeah,
blow too. That's a real blow.
yeah, yeah.
That's more
Oh yeah.
strategic. Hit
You gotta
somebody in
take
the
what
heart.
come with it. We talk
It's
about good making choices. Everything's a choice. He
yeah.
didn't have to say that. He could have just let it ride. He didn't have to
No,
do that, but he did.
I don't blame him from being mad because when you know we all say shit when we mad. We all say shit when we mad.
But can you
I
learn
know
how to control yourself when you're mad?
no, but
Yes or
listen,
no?
Something action had to be
yeah,
taken just off respect.
man,
So it is a limit to how much
But I'm
you
saying,
should
can you
control.
learn? I'm not saying it's automatic, but can you learn how to control yourself when you're
No, no.
mad?
you
I mean, yeah.
can.
And so sometimes in expression of anger,
Mhm.
it's calculated. You know what I mean? It's in control. And retaliation or consequences have to be done. When the police arrest you, they're not necessarily mad. It's something that has to be done. So when somebody shorts you money, you have to do certain things. You don't have to do them emotionally, but those things need to get done.
Mhm.
Sometimes you
If
Yeah.
got to get
you
your boots dirty.
yeah, if you short of me, got I mean 80 to 90,000 dollars, and I'm trying to tell you, I didn't pull it up, whoop the whoop, whatever, and you try to tell me, boy, I ain't got your money. I got most of, and it's the business. That's what happens when you get in business with certain people that you really just don't know or really don't fuck with like that. Like
Yeah.
this, like
Yeah.
this, what the incident that happened, everybody know Boosie gonna pull out the crowd. Everybody, everybody know.
But I'm saying from a Boosie standpoint, I think he ain't gonna say it, but when you
Mm-mm,
deal with people with cash
mm-mm.
deals, it
Yeah,
can go left. Right? We understand that,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dealing in cash, even
But
just little stuff. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? Buying a TV in cash. The TV could be hot. You know what I'm
hey,
saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
son was pissed off, and I don't blame him.
I'm not
And
saying I'm not blaming him either, but I'm saying even with you mad, you can't use that as
yeah,
a license to get out of it. He got to still
no,
take
no,
the
no,
consequences. And
no.
like you just said, he right.
When you pissed off, you say a lot of shit.
But it's still a toll at
It
the end of the road. That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. But you know what I'm saying. The only
Yeah.
way to make this right. I'm telling you, the only way to make this right, cause he fuck with Lil Rock. You take a person like Joker Beezy, take him on the road with you, put some money in his pocket, cause that's what I'm saying. Like people don't understand when it comes to this music stuff and promotion, whatever.
I don't know nothing about it. Yeah,
I don't.
I'm just saying human. I'm talking about basic human stuff like
Yeah,
Negro thinking. When you
man,
dealing
that's.
with somebody with that kind of money, it
Mhm.
can go left. When you talk somebody paying you
It
70K
can.
cash, I'm not
It
talking about
can,
like with business, like dealing with
bro.
like
And that
there's
is a
certain
bit.
levels of business. That's
Bro.
like
That's a
street
bit.
business.
No,
Okay.
It
you know
is,
what
but
the,
it's not the same. It's not the same as
It.
professionalism business though.
and that's
Okay.
It's
the
not.
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Put it like this. So, Mike, you got a contract.
I'm listening.
You got a contract to go to Canada
Mm-hmm.
to do a whole bunch of work.
Mm-hmm.
They give you your hourly pay, but your hourly pay is just it's all right. But they promised you. Here's seven. You supposed to get once the job is done, you get $7,000 $8,000.
Get a completion bonus.
Yeah, you completed. Now you get back on the plane, and they give you a 2 week pay. You're there's no way that you can be like, you know what?
You can
I
take your
just
work
got
back.
accepted.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can't
got
take your
accepted.
work back.
I just got accepted. That's no way. There's,
So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Before you sign that contract, before you even go to Canada, you have to ask yourself, is it a chance that I could get screwed over, right or wrong?
Always a
right.
chance.
Always a chance.
Hmm.
And you in Canada, you not in Little Rock where you not from. You going to Canada. Am I telling it? You can stop me anytime. You
Right.
going to Canada where you don't know nothing about Canada. You don't know nothing about the
I
people
ain't,
you deal with.
we ain't talking about that. We
No,
talking about your
I'm telling you.
we talking about
I'm
your
telling
job.
you what you going into. You have to think about the
Your
road that you're
job.
going down.
No, your job. Your
I'm
job
saying
gave
before you just said sign a
your
contract,
job.
right?
Your
You
job.
just said
Yes,
oh,
your job gave you they gave you your 2 week pay. Your 2 week pay.
what I'm
And
saying is the people are the people that you're
mm,
dealing with. Before you go do the job,
no,
look at
listen,
the people that you're dealing with. That's all I'm
no,
saying.
listen, it's your job. It's your job. They
But
Yep.
what I'm
gave you
saying is
they gave
you
you a
still
two
choose to go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You
No,
saying
you
you don't
choose
just
you
I
choose
mean,
to go. You choose to go. But I'm telling you, they already
and when you
gave you
make
your
the
two.
choice
They already
and
gave you your 2 weeks pay and paid for your flight and whatever. And they tell you there's a $7,000 bonus after you finish the job. You finish the job, and they tell you, well, we can't pay you right
Bill,
now.
Bill.
All right,
When I worked at jobs when I was younger, I saw these kind of things,
Mike.
bro.
No,
Working at a job and they supposed to give you a raise, but you know what they do? They give you a
oh,
freaking duffel bag. They give
no,
you this free barbecue or whatever, and they say that,
no.
dude.
That's
What I'm
not
saying is,
that's not what I'm
so are you
saying.
saying you supposed to go into that situation without thinking about it? This is what you're saying.
No,
no, you just got ripped off. You know what I mean? And then
you
what?
This
got
is what
What?
I'm
What
saying.
do you
What
do?
I'm telling
What
you
do
is
you
there's always a possibility to get ripped off in business. I just told you that the other day.
But you was
Just
like
because
talking
people
about you was
respect
talking
you,
about cash in hand deals are so much more shady than professional business deals. I
no,
see
you get ripped
where,
off in professional business too.
and
but
Yes,
you was
that
like, but you
but the
was really on
chances
cash. You was on really on this
No,
pure
the
business.
chances are higher. The chances are higher when you're dealing with cash and people because it's
Mike.
a cash deal,
Would you
though.
would you would you handle it the same way? Exactly
What you
how I
mean?
put it. They told you you was getting a $7,000 bonus after
Hmm.
you didn't got paid for your 2 weeks, and after the job is complete, well, we'll give you 7,000, and they be like, you know what, we can't even pay you 7,000.
Man, basically gave you 2,000
But what I'm telling you is these kind of things happen. These kind of things have
It
happened in real
it
life, and
it
I had to
happens,
take a
but
loss.
answer the
Now,
question.
now
It
we're talking
happens,
about
but
what's the
answer the
response.
Listen to what
What's the
I
proper
just said. It.
response?
My freedom is worth more than me
Answer,
doing something outside. My
answer
freedom.
the.
Listen to what I'm.
I know what you're
Listen.
saying. You gonna take them. You gonna
You just said you know what
take
I'm
them to
saying, but
court.
then you want me.
But
You got to go home. You got to take the loss, unless you want to go to jail. You want to go
No,
to jail. You want to go home.
so while I'm right here between that. It's something you can
Yeah.
do. It's legal action. It's protest. You
How
can
much that cost? How much the legal action cost? You just said they didn't give you a $7,000 bonus. How much that cost?
you can
shit,
talk
at
to
least
it's
20.
legal representation. You can talk to somebody.
At
You
least
can
20 to
post
50.
your experience. You can post your experience on social media. Tell people what happened. Things like that. You didn't sign a contract that said you wouldn't talk about what was done to you. You know what I mean? Things like that, and that don't cost
That's
nothing
fine.
to
But
do it
that's
on your
fine.
platform, and
Yeah, that's
let people know
fine.
about their business. And
But you
then they
still
got to
took
take
the loss,
yeah,
right?
you
You
know what I
still
mean.
took the loss, right? And
In
that's
the
what I
short
just said. You're gonna
in
take the
the, no,
loss.
no. In the short game, you may take the loss, or they may take you may get paid hush money to take it down, or
You may.
somebody might have a similar experience because this is a practice, a standard of practice for that business, and then now you're in a group class action suit against that company. You know what I mean? Because they did it to
So
1,000 people. I've
so
seen
I want
people
people.
being taken advantage of. Um,
Yes.
on the street deal.
So we
And
gonna sit on here and say we never got taken advantage of in business? Everybody right here, right now.
we're
You
not
never
No,
got
we're,
taken
we're not
advantage
no,
talking
of.
we're
about
not.
we're talking about the
We're,
consequences on both sides.
Yes.
You taking the loss and what that company has the consequences for that company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Discrimination lawsuits and things like that. Whatever it is, breach of contract, things is like that. That's the consequences for them. Consequences for them too.
And you know what most businesses think. I'm just telling you from the other side. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you. They think, can you go to distance? Yeah, you can get legal representation, but can you go the distance to get to the finish
you,
line?
you
Okay,
see, no,
so
no, no.
like
Hold on,
I,
hold on,
like I said,
hold on, John. What you saying that right there? It proves everything that I've been saying. When motherfuckers say, "Can you go the distance?" Well, shit, it might be. Hey, this lawyer right here, they gonna go the distance. Why?
yep.
Why?
And what I'm saying, I just heard Jimmy Moore's on the
Hey,
live. He said if somebody come get a retainer to him, a $20,000 retainer.
yeah.
How many people? I'm talking about
Hey,
Boosie may have that, but
no,
how
no,
many
no, no,
people
no,
have
no,
that?
no. We spoken with a lawyer ourselves because we know one or whatever, and
Yeah,
we've seen things happen. Okay,
yeah.
if they have a history and they can get that together, the they're billionaires, right? I mean, with the companies usually millionaires, sometimes billionaires, like Walmart. Walmart do something to you, they too big to
Mm-hmm.
worry about one person. But if they
Mm-hmm.
did that, they not only did it to you, they probably did it to somebody else. And these
10 times.
ambulance chasing
Mm-hmm.
uh, lawyer with the mentality, hey, we got the money. My law firm got the money, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna collect people, and they only need like 100 or so. They collect people, and they play the long game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sound
Just to
good.
get a
Sounds
piece
so
of the
good.
billion. What's that?
It it
I know I
sounds
said it
good,
sounds so good, but I'm
and
No, no,
saying
it
how
I mean,
many
no, no,
people?
no, no. Some, I mean, if you got a case, you got a case. Like,
That's what I'm saying is the percentages of that being happening and being successful is like going to the NBA. That's the
mm,
same chances,
but
right or
guess what?
wrong.
Guess what? But you cannot, as a big business, you cannot practice stealing or have these faulty business practices. It's consequences for them, and they think that nobody's gonna play a long game, but somebody is, and you
What they
hear
do,
about it time to time. Like people get
right?
drafted number one in the draft, or you hear about it time to time.
Yep.
Walmart got hit,
You right.
Best Buy got hit. The Me Too movement
Yep.
caught a lot of people that thought they never was gonna get caught because
mm.
that's
Right.
just a little woman. What she
Right.
gonna say? And it's another little secretary. This secretary don't get the money to go the distance. 15 years later, 20 years later, Me Too come out and it get everybody.
Like shit, you been dealing with this shit for how long? Okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So some lawyers
But
gonna
I'm
pick it
saying
up,
out
but
of 100%, that's like 10%. Out of 100%, that's
yeah,
like
Yeah.
no,
10%
of
though.
course, it's
That's
10%.
all. That's what I'm trying to tell
We're
you, man.
saying we're just saying is the consequences of stuff. and you can get screwed in the back alley, and you can get screwed in the boardroom. I had about like you ever see these people in the factory? They first check, they're supposed to be making $40 an hour, and then they get their check, and this don't look like $40 an hour, and they check short $1,000, and really they can't do nothing but quit or keep working. You know what I mean? And that happens a lot. Like, what are you going to do? And like Mike said, what are you going to do? You going to quit, or you know what I mean? You going?
I'm just giving you a perspective of how they. That's how they play it. I'm just giving you the perspective of how they play it.
Matter of fact, and then like, well,
go ahead.
You said get a better job. I had a homegirl that she was teaching. She's a professor at college. They said, hey, we're going to pay you in the interview. She signed the papers. We're going to pay you $100,000 and this and that. So, you know, they're recruiting her heavy, right? She go, you know, her first year coming, she signed the papers, and it's like, well, this kind of look different. Okay. She, you know, signs everything. All right. Come to find out, she would make $100,000 if she worked every month, but they out 3 months for the summer. And they took that out of her yearly pay. So she didn't never see the 100,000. So they just deducted that out of the year. It's like, well, this is my salary.
So was that? So was the days of the contract on the salary though?
It wasn't. It didn't have days, but she assumed or whatever the case.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It wasn't days. He was like, this is your yearly salary, and this is your rate. All right, 100,000, blah, blah, blah.
That's why you have to do the research. You have to do the research.
Or talk to somebody. You know what I mean? What's your 100,000 look like? You know what I mean?
And that's why I was just telling Peel,
more like
when he's talking about the situation going to Canada, the thing about life is to go through life and not get done over, taken advantage of is insane. It's almost impossible to not happen. Yes, it is consequences, exactly. That's why I don't get mad, I don't argue. You take a loss because everybody probably has taken advantage of somebody, and everybody probably has got taken advantage of. And if you try to say,
you do argue. You stand up for yourself, and you
stand for something or fall for anything.
Right. Now you don't go to work with the AK, or you don't punch your boss.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Guess what? Arguing is free. You know what I mean? As long as you don't get fired, or as long as
and it's a cost with that too. Yeah, it's a cost to come arguing too.
You know what I mean? Guess what? And if they're going to intimidate you, if they're going to outrightly do you dirty and then dare you, look you in your face, and you say you better sit down and take it, you got more on your side.
So does that happen? So that don't happen? But you just said that don't happen to people?
Oh, of course it happens. But they want you to be quiet. But you don't have to.
Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything.
Guess what? But
you don't have to do anything.
It's unions in place. It's EEOC in place for them being intimidating to you or making hostile work environments.
So what's the first step? The EEOC. What's the first step to do that? How many people? If you did 100% people, like what's the percentage of people? I only heard in my working lifetime so far, maybe 5 or 10 people say they going to EEOC about something that happened at their job. Most people don't even know what an office is. Don't even know what an office is.
Yeah,
EEOC, you know what I'm
saying? They work for bad companies because like in a lot of companies' orientations, they show you all that. There's the website. I know what mine is. You know what I mean? At St. Vincent and then UAMS, I know the procedure. And then guess what? They're banking on your ignorance. And that's a consequence too. Your ignorance can be detrimental to you.
Yes.
You gotta know what they can and can't do to you, even though they pressure you, they weigh on you, and things like that. Some stuff they can't do. So if speaking up for yourself or arguing, if it creates a hostile work environment to you, you're building your case. You're making them react. And then if they start getting their little buddy, and guess what? You start getting rolled up, make your paper trail your emails, get everything documented, and handle it like that. You just play.
So here's the thing, right? Could Boosie have safeguarded himself in this situation?
What do you mean safeguarded?
Safeguarded, like minimize the loss as much as possible.
No. Yeah.
They don't get all the money up front because the people just said that they give you a deposit.
You're talking about a safeguard.
No, I'm asking y'all because y'all said I'm telling y'all.
Get all your money up front. and that don't
Right.
it don't work like that.
But
But
that's not how the business model work though. That's not how the business model work though,
but
is it? It's
but
not.
but it wasn't about the money with us. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the money with us. It's when you disrespected Little Rock as a whole. It's never about the money with us. We understand you mad. But when you say fuck Lil Rock, suck my dick, boy, we feel a certain type of way.
Like you said,
I
them
ain't used
fighting
to him like
words.
that.
So
Hey,
Yeah.
when he said that,
Yeah.
we understand. Like, hey, we understand. Boy, you
Yeah.
mad. Shit, I'd be mad too. Nigga showed me, got them me $80,000, $90,000. I'm gonna be mad too. But when you say that, boy, we didn't put 250
So
down there.
what do you think the best, like if you could replay that, if you was Bush, what was the best course of action do you think he could have taken that he
He
should have
he
did?
should he should have put a
That's
name
all
on
I'm saying.
he should have put a name on the promoters. But
I think
Boosie's so street, he ain't gonna say it right off bat. But bad business is bad business. You hear me?
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you.
It's bad business.
And that's
But
what I'm trying. That's what I was
he's
trying to
so
say.
street.
That
No, he's so
go ahead.
street. But they had to make it right. You got to make it right. He said it. He was like, no, paper out of all them. He was the most solid one because he was just giving. He was like, "Hey man, I got your front end." He paid the front end and some of the back end, but the back end on the rest of them, you faking the flies and like you got it, but you ain't
Yeah,
got it like that. And
yeah.
that's and
What I'm
that,
saying, like for the youth, sometimes in life
yeah,
you gotta
man,
take a loss. You gotta take the loss and walk away because your freedom is more
yeah,
important. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. You know what
I
I'm saying?
I agree,
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I
but
mean, it wasn't worth him saying that about Lil Rock. It wasn't worth him saying that. Like he should have been
but when
smart.
you
Like,
when
no,
he mad when you
you
cause
mad,
can't
this ain't the
tell.
first time. This not the first time he got screwed over. Come on, man. Be for
no,
real.
but he ain't never said fuck Lil Rock.
But that's what I'm saying.
Suck my dick.
This
You know
that
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying is
What?
this not the first time he got screwed over. So he should have
No.
known to
But
control himself. That's what I'm saying.
most of the business he
No,
ever came
yeah,
through. Listen, most of the
it's a
business,
case by case basis.
yeah. When most of the time
But it's similarities though. It is case
When
by case
Boosie
basis.
come through here, he gonna get paid. When I tell you, when you getting $250 to $500,000 a year just off this state alone, you gonna feel a certain type of way. I understand being mad. But when you say fuck Lil Rock, nah, that don't sit well with us.
I
That
mean,
don't sit.
it shouldn't sit well with anybody. You know what I mean? To be SMD or forget you or whatever the case may be. Uh, but he's reacting to something that happened to him
Yeah,
Yeah.
by certain individuals. But
yeah,
he did it broadly, and you gotta,
yeah.
as a person, you gotta be as a fellow Arkansan, you gotta be like, man, he wasn't talking to me. You
It
know what I
was,
mean? He was
Exactly.
talking to
but I,
It ain't worth it.
but
Exactly.
I also like what was another thing brought up. It was like when BX the plug said that. I said how I feel. BX the plug is not on the same type of caliber level as a Boosie is to Arkansas or Little Rock. It's nowhere near. When he said fuck Lil Rock, boy, ain't nobody even thinking about you. But I'm telling you, as I'm not too far removed, but I am removed from the street type stuff. But most of the streets gonna be like, hey man, Boosie, you wrong. You wrong.
but now that seems weird to me, like letting somebody else slide, then letting it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Right. But
What I'm
yeah,
saying is, you're gonna get done over. It's gonna happen
yeah,
in life. It's gonna
it's
happen.
gonna
It's
happen, but
gonna happen. It's gonna
it
happen.
like
Ain't no way
somebody will
around it.
say, boy, you ain't gonna say this shit in Memphis. You ain't gonna say this shit in LA. You ain't gonna say this shit in motherfucking New Orleans. baby, shit, we stand on something too. We stand on something too, and even if you work a 9 to 5 or you in the streets, baby, this Little Rock. At the end of the day, it's
But I
still
mean,
little.
I think the standards should be same. Whether it's a little fish or a big fish, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
We standing on it. We standing on it. You know what I
yeah.
mean. And it should be the same consequences for little dude and
And
big dude.
I agree. I promise you, I 100% agree. And the BS plus shit, I was like, man, I ain't even know nothing about it. Shit, I don't think I found out till like 4 or 5 days later. And I consider myself pretty in tune.
All right, guys, we're pretty ready to get up out this thing, man. It's been cool, man. Cool
Yeah,
conversation, man.
my bad,
Peter
my
got a
bad.
pipe down.
Yeah,
He
I got
kind of like Farrakhan. You gotta excuse me, Mike Wallace. I'm a little passionate.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my brother. You know, at times hey, when it's something like that I'm passionate about, man, come on.
Man, you
But
know,
y'all tune in. Go ahead, Jay. What do I say, Jay?
no, I'm just saying, speak your piece, speak your mind.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an interesting point of view, like you coming from, and that's respected from us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for watching the Top Podcast in Little Rock.
Yeah.
There can be only there. There can be only one.
Something know about that. Thanks for watching the
Hey,
best podcast
my
in the
bad, y'all.
city. Go ahead. What about to say?
My bad, y'all.
No, you good, man. You good, bro. Tune in Thursday. Think Game podcast around 5 or 6, probably around like 5, something like that, 5:36. You gonna be cutting grass, Bill?
Pretty much so.
Yeah, make sure y'all tune in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Anything else y'all want to say before we sign out?
Yeah, don't forget.
All
Don't
right,
forget
guys.
to hit the like and subscribe button.
And we are out.